Love working in this spot. Ladies and gentlemen, to the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, straight out of Narawahia, here's maurieos. Hello, welcome. Hi 3.5, how's your day been? Mine, well, I'm just speechless. What a day, what a day. What a marvellous day I've had. So busy and so much fun. So, first up was the maths tutorial this morning, and a great group of guys there that came along. Good mathematicians, just had a little bit of fun as we talked about different little things as we got on with our maths. Today our topic had a bit of a look at electric Monroe adding machines, a topic that I'd brought up. I don't know how we started on that. Tape decks or cassette players or something. It was good, and we ended up with me coming up with a new introduction for one of my videos using the Lionsgate theme. So yes, they gave me some ideas to put into place. So that was the start of the day, and then after that I had a little study group of guys that we've gone, and we did a little bit of study, and their theme is cars. They like talking about cars, so we got in and we had a little bit of chitter chatter about the cars, but got on and had a look at the last maths quiz and sort of went through some aspects of that. I think we've sort of moved along a little bit anyway, so that was great. And then a bit of lunch. Did I have a bit of lunch? No, I don't think I did. I think I went up to the office and printed out some field notes, and then into the surveying, and a wonderful day in Zealandia Park. And so I got out such a lovely day, and students were well versed in what they needed to do. So I got out some of my phone and my microphones and recorded a few little snippets. Busy time this evening getting home, but I'll explain that in a little while. But so all I had to do was to put the snippets end to end, and let's go and have a look and see what comes of them. So I'll just turn my from the Wintec surveying class at Zealandia Park, Rotorua. Today, these engineers in training are measuring from their control traverse to the boundary points around the boundary of Zealandia Park. So far they have set up their total stations over the marks and orientated them, and now they are measuring towards the various posts and doing independent checks with the 50-metre cloth tape. It's a hive of activity here today at Zealandia Park as the engineers in training undertake a survey of the boundary of Zealandia Park. After having set up their total stations and completing a control traverse, they are now measuring to the boundary marks around the site. Just had one of the more interesting survey experiences. A student reported that the eyepiece off the Trimble M3 had fallen off and gone down a hole, a rabbit hole in fact. So we've just spent the last half hour to an hour looking for the eyepiece all around the place. As a position of last resort, I got into the hole that the mark was in with the survey pole and started hunting around with that, and well, after a little bit of digging down to places that I wouldn't have expected, behold, there it was, the eyepiece. So we've taken it off and washed it and given it hopefully a good drying out, and put it back on the instrument. So we'll have to make sure that it's all going well. That's the instrument number 11, or the last number of the serial number is 11. So one of the more interesting survey experiences. It's always better to go home with all the kit intact, and the euphoria of having found it far exceeds the dismal ride home when you know that you've got a bit of kit missing and you have to approach one of the survey companies who seem to charge a premium for the bits that seem to get lost easily. So, happy again. Live from the field, Zealandia Park, reporting for Wintec survey class. Well, we've had a pretty good day. The students are out measuring radiations to fence posts, and well, it's all going well, apart from a small incident I mentioned earlier regarding an eyepiece falling down a hole. So yes, boxing on under good weather, nice and warm, not too many issues going on at the moment, so plenty of time to report. All good. Cheers. Things are in full swing here at Zealandia Park in day 2 of the traversing assignment, as posts are getting measured and independent checks are being made. I really think people are making progress in their understanding of traversing and the systems involved. Marvellous stuff. Another marvellous day here at Zealandia Park. What better office could one have than what you see here? Oh, look at that. That's the view from my office. Yeehaw. So we've got students up climbing mountains and setting up in all sorts of places. Very interesting sort of day's work here today, and such a lovely day. It's not hot, but it's very workable with a good sky, and now just starting to cool down as it goes into evening. Another day finishes at Zealandia Park as we pack up the gear and head home after a hard day's surveying. 4 hours of practical done, 16 posts picked up, 1 eyepiece found, and I think everyone's pretty happy all in all. And so another wonderful day draws to a close at Zealandia Park. So this is Maurieo signing off from Zealandia Park. Back to you in the studio. Oh, Maurieo. And now for the mead report. Well, pretty busy day here. I did manage to last night flick off an email to my neurologist, and I've had a reply to him, and he's suggesting that I should go for a Saturday, Monday regime. It's not exactly what I'd like, but we'll follow up with that when we meet with him next. But at least he's au fait with the situation, and we'll see where we go from there. So we're coming into the weekend, so I'd like to get some perhaps some bit more complaining done and what have you. And I must after this I'll flick off another tweet in my series of daily tweets, just sort of trying to make people aware of the closure of the Mead Clinic on the Sunday. So some progress, but not a lot to report here. So let's go and have a look at the diary. So yes, a very busy day. So the students worked through till almost 6 o'clock, which was an hour over time, and didn't allow me much time to get home and do anything at home, although I did manage to bring a spade home and put a hole in through the handle with a gutter bolt and secure that on. So that was a little bit of work there that I could have put in the shared item there. I'll just put that in now, and that's going to yes, just fix the spade there, and we won't have any fill in there. So that was done. 5,287 steps. 750, we're 75% of the way to 1,000. Field rush. I called it field rush because I had all the rushes, the little snippets of video there, the rushes. So it was a field rush. We've got a rebus coming up. 327 hint 1. Yeah, that's going there. We've got a solution to that over on Gab, actually. 7 hours of teaching. Well, actually 8 if I count the overtime there. It's good to see dedicated students working through. So they had 4 hours. I didn't have any problem with them working through to 6. It was great, and it seemed to create a good team bonding sort of situation there. So that was wonderful. So I knew that I wasn't going to get any exercise done, so thought, oh well, I'll pop into Countdown, and went to Countdown and got a few bits and bobs, and texted my lovely wife, and she said she wanted me to get her a mop head. So I've got her a lovely mop head for the wife, and that's all good. So yeah, pretty busy day. Came home, did the Where What Who, recorded that, and a couple of hours disappeared. Well, an hour disappeared there. So I'm very late in getting this out. It's just turning midnight now. So you might notice my head turn to a slight pumpkin shape as it turns midnight and I start turning into a pumpkin. So let's move right along to the daily challenge, and another band name. This one, I think this will be the last one. I might do one more tomorrow. Might do one more tomorrow evening. They're getting a bit easy now, but this one here, it's quite funny. I quite like the little cartooning bit of it. So if you know what band this is referring to, put your answer in the comments below the video, and you could make it onto the Hall of Fame and join such illustrious people as Tartan Snowflake, Moz42, JR Wintech TV, Envious, and a few others. So yesterday Tartan Snowflake informed us that this was the Grateful Dead. Well done, Tartan Snowflake. Thanks to everybody who's watching my videos, liking, subscribing and commenting, and generally supporting me in my maurieos daily vlog. I appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow. Cheers. See you.
That's all, folks.
This has been a Maurieo presentation, recorded live in our studio at Ngaruawahia, capital of the Waikato district, a district towards the top of the North Island of Aotearoa, New Zealand, the land of the long white cloud, the little country at the bottom of the globe, the place where the Kiwis live. Give 'em a taste of Kiwi. Show 'em you're made of steel. Give 'em a taste of Kiwi. Show 'em the way you feel.